Okay. Good morning and welcome to Arva Yoga. We are going to talk about resilience today. And to define resilience is, by definition, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and also the ability of a substance or object to bounce back into shape. So we're going to do asana practice that's based on building toughness as well as building elasticity to recover. Um, so the way this session works is we are going to start with a breathing exercise. Then we will do a few asanas or postures that are warm-up sequence on the mat. Then we'll stand up for a standing sequence to build toughness, resilience, and then we'll come back down to the mat to complete our asana practice with a moon salutation and a couple of exercises on the mat. And then we'll end the practice with a metta meditation today. Metta meditation is a Buddhist meditation for peace and calmness. So let's begin. Close your eyes, hands gently rested on your knees, back is straight. Your legs are cross-legged or really in any position that you feel comfortable. Sit back. Make sure that your weight is equally distributed on your sitting bones. Back is straight. Chin is parallel to the floor. Hands are rested on the knees, and you're breathing in and out through your nose. Deep cleansing breaths. And just arrive on the mat as we begin our practice. After a couple of these breaths, let's open your eyes and take your right hand and place it on your rib cage, on the side of your rib cage, and left hand on your belly. Gently, not pressing hard. And you're going to try yogic breathing or full capacity lung breathing. So start inhaling. As you inhale, feel how your breath first expands the chest sideways and your belly outside. So breathe in once as you feel this chest expanding sideways, stomach popping out. And as you exhale, feel how the stomach collapses first, followed by the rib cage. And then as you exhale out through the nose, a big breath has just cleansed your body. Our lung's biggest part is sitting right behind our stomach. So we want to do a full breathing. And remember this pretty much throughout your day. A few more breaths here. Really feel how we deeply can breathe and how shallow we breathe usually through the day. Relax, release your hands down to your knees. And let's begin our warm-up sequence. To do that, tilt your head to the right ear, to right shoulder. You can take your right hand, place it like so above your head. Left hand, extend it out for a little deeper stretch. So gently bring your head towards your ear as your left hand stretches out. Relax. Other side. So the head is now tilted to left. Feel the stretch as you assist in the stretching. Relax, hands back to neutral. Look down. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. back to neutral. And now look up. Back is straight. Shoulders are relaxed. And really stretch out the front of your neck. Again, head back to neutral. Look to your right. Chin is parallel to the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. And now back to neutral and look to your left. Back to neutral. With your hands on your knees, start rolling out your shoulders. Back and then front, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Really waking up your body. Do what feels good. If you feel like putting your hands here and rolling out your shoulders like so, feel free to do that. You're just waking up our bodies. Let's take a quick mini stretch here. Twist your body to the right. Give your torso a nice twist to the right and then to the left. And now bring your legs together, Baddha Konasana or cobbler's pose or butterfly pose, and wake up your legs by flapping those butterfly wings. After a few of these, stretch out your legs and ankle rotations. After this, let's bring ourselves to the tabletop position. And here we are going to continue our warm-up exercises. So come to a tabletop. Tabletop meaning your legs are hip distance apart. Hands are hip distance apart. Both hands and knees on the mat. Check your posture to see if your ankles are underneath your shoulders. So ankle, elbow, shoulder in same length, in the same line, and knees and hips stacked above each other. Focus on your palms on the mat. Really feel the pressure of your body on the palms. Micro bend in your fingers, but feel the tips of the fingers digging into the mat. So this is called Hasta Bandha, or the hand hold, which we are going to keep focus on throughout our practice. So little micro bend in your fingers, tips of the fingers and palms on the mat. Let's begin by gently breathing. Inhale as you bring your hips up, belly comes to the mat, shoulders open. And you tilt your head upward, skyward for a cow. And exhale as you round your back, tuck your pelvis in, round your back, round your shoulders. Look at your navel or your belly button. And breathe here one more time. Again, inhale. Belly drops to the mat. Exhale. Round your back to the sky. Focusing on the Hasta Bandha. Feet are flat on the mat. And now do this at your own pace. A few more of these. Focusing on the breath every time you breathe in and out. Cat-cow follows. After a few of these, come back to neutral. And let's do leg and hand lifts at the same time. So what we are going to do is we are going to balance ourselves on our left hand and right knee and simply lift up our right hand and left leg to balance here. Spine is neutral, balance. You might feel a little wobbly, that's fine. Hold that balance and breathe here for 2 to 3 breaths. Now bring your leg in without touching the mat and try to see if your elbow and knee can touch each other, and then back to the same position. And do this 3 times at your own pace. So simply we are bringing our elbow and knee together and extending it up. After 3 of these, hands back down, knees back down. Take a little child's pose here if you feel like it. If not, let's begin on the other side. So here now we're going to lift our left leg, the right leg and left hand. Balance, focus. Breathe. Find your hasta balance, meaning is your palm and all fingertips bearing the weight. And now let's begin. Elbow to knee. Three times. Elbow to knee. And bring your hand and knees back to the mat after the third round. And here, bring your hips in a circular fashion by placing your hands on the mat and just simply wake up your hips. At this point, you should be warmed up. Feel free to take one more child's pose here. And in this child's pose variation, see if you can bring your knees away from each other and then bring your hands and your body to the mat. So knees are away. This sometimes is simpler and sometimes it can even feel a little nicer from a deeper stretch perspective. Here you might want to try to see if your chest can get on the mat with your legs apart. Breathe here for a couple of breaths. Bring your breath back to normal. And then at this point in time, what we will do is come back onto your hands and knees in your tabletop position. And we'll do a needle thread here. So we're going to pick up our left hand, pretend that it's the thread, and our standing hand and leg is the needle. And we're going to weave our left hand through as we bring our head down on the mat. And this should give you a nice deep stretch as well. 1 or 2 breaths here. Come back to neutral, tabletop. And let's repeat on the other side. Again, with this, feel free to take one more child's pose. But we are going to transition now out of our tabletop into standing sequence. So in order to do that, lift up your legs, check your hands, is it in Hasta Bandha? And we are going to do an inverted V or Adho Mukha Svanasana here. Check your posture. Are your legs straight? Sorry, I'm going to tuck my shirt in. Are your legs straight? Bring your body in a complete inverted V. Walk your heels up and down to get some more strength and flexibility. And with that, look forward and step your left leg forward as you place your right leg at a 45-degree on the mat. So now at this point in time, check your posture. The leg in the back, which is my right leg, is at a 45-degree. The leg in the front and that heel of that foot is in line with the arch of the right foot. So that's the posture we should be in or find ourselves in. Here, bend your knee and get a nice 90-degree in your leg in the front. Lift up your hands, square your hips, and sit down in warrior one. Breathe. We're going to do a humble and peaceful warrior here. After 3 or 5 breaths here, bring your hands to your back and interlock your fingers in the back. And here we're going to go into a humble warrior. So inhale. As you exhale, bring your body forward, head in line with your knee. Hands in the back can stay rested on the lower back, or you can feel free to pick your hands in the back a little for a little deeper stretch. Humble warrior. 3 to 5 breaths. As you pick up your body up, come back to neutral. Now bring your hands parallel to the ground or the mat. Check your posture again. Shift your body so that you're facing the direction of your open arms. Warrior two. Look forward to the hand that's ahead of you. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, on the next exhalation, we are going to bring our right hand to the back of our right leg as we bring the left hand palm facing back, up, over, reaching to the wall behind us. Peaceful warrior. Or Virabhadrasana Bhakti. Release your breath. Turn your feet to face the front of the mat. Now turn your right leg to be at a 90 degrees. Left leg, check the foot. Is it at a 45 degrees? Is the heel of the right leg in line with the arch of the left leg? Square your hips. Now to facing the right. Inhale, hands up. Sit down, 90 degrees in your foot. Hands up, warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. 3 breaths here. Deep inhale, exhale, hold the pose. Steady poses. As you exhale, bring your hands to the back, interlock your fingers, and fold forward with your head to the side of your knee. Hands in the back can be extended skyward if needed. Virabhadrasana Bhakti. 3 breaths here. Come up. Bring your hands parallel to the mat. Check your posture. Look ahead towards your extended right hand. Sit down deeper, increase the stretch if needed. Inhale, exhale. The next inhalation, is deeper as you exhale. Hands go into the Virabhadrasana, Shakti, or peaceful warrior. Relax, come back to neutral. Bring your feet parallel to each other and come standing on the mat in Tadasana. So what we did just now was a warrior sequence. Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 2, Virabhadrasana, peaceful warrior, and humble warrior. All of these qualities are very essential as we look at resilience and building that in our day-to-day life. In Tadasana, we are focused on making sure we stand right, Pada Hasta. So here, 6 points of your feet, pick up your toes, make sure you're equally balanced, hands to the side, deep breathe in and out as we transition to another calming the mind sequence to bring that elasticity that we talked about in the definition of resilience. Now come back to one side of the mat. So just bring yourself to one side of the mat. Here, you're going to inhale, hands go up, interlock your fingers. Simply tilt to the right, lateral bend, tilt to the left. Come back to neutral. Take twice the hip distance between your feet. Sit down, hands in chin mudra, goddess. So let's begin our moon sequence with a goddess pose. So feel the stretch as you sit down more in this pose. Back is straight. Hold, hold, hold. Come back to neutral. Turn your left leg to be 90 degrees to the, so the left foot is 90 degrees to the right foot. Heel and arch of the foot lined up. And you're going to do a triangle, standing triangle here. So inhale, as you exhale, bring your left hand down to the calf of your left leg. Right hand extends up to the sky. No pressure, do not place your hand on your knee. So either it is right here or on the calf. Open up your chest, Trikonasana, triangle. Breathe. Now release, exhale. As you bend your left leg, place your hands on the mat. Turn your right foot on the balls of your feet and bring your right knee on the mat. Over here, place the top of your right foot flat on the mat. Hands are on each side of the leg. And we are going to do one asana where we first of all prop ourselves up on the mat. Hands in Anjali Mudra, Anjayanasana. Hands go up and do a little back bend. Now if that seems a little too much today, simply place your hands on your knees and give yourself a nice stretch. So whatever you find comfortable today, hold that for a couple of breaths as you bring your hands back to the mat And now bring your left leg back and get into a quick child's pose. Before you come back to your knees, hands on your back, lower back. Elbows not as spread out. If you can tuck your elbows in so that they are a little towards each other. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next breath in, push your hips forward as you look back. And from here, we're going to transition into camel if it feels like it for you in your practice today. Otherwise, feel free to stay here in this pose, take a child's pose, and then come back to this pose. But for those who would like to do camel or Ushtrasan, we are going to go into a back bend, stretch. And from here, simply bring your hands to your heels. Ushtrasan or camel. Look up, open your chest, pretend somebody is pulling and tugging your body and pulling you up. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. At the last exhalation, bring your hands back to your lower back. As you sit down on your heels and get into a quick child's pose. Come back up on all fours, tabletop. From here, we are going to, this could be a little tricky, so play with your body to see how you are going to do this. We are going to bring our right leg in between our in between our hands that were on the mat. Left leg stays where it was with the top of the feet flat on the mat. Bring yourself up and both hands on your knees. Here again, option to place your hands on the knees as you look up, look back, or hands in Anjali Mudra as you do a back bend. So option, do what feels good today. In that pose, be steady and breathe. Come back to neutral. Hands on either side of your mat. And from here, we are going to pick up our legs, come to the front of the mat, and we are going to bring our body up, back, as we face the front of the mat like so. And we're going to finish one part of the sequence over on the other side. So again, here we are going to take twice the hip distance apart in our legs, hands in Chin Mudra, sit down as you breathe in and out of Goddess. Stand back up. Trikonasana on the other side as we wrap the sequence. So turn your right foot to 90 degrees of the left foot. Inhale. As you exhale, hands go in this fashion where the left hand rises up to the sky, right hand on the cuff. Breathe. release. Come back to neutral, come back to the center of the mat. And here we are going to just do one forward fold and Uttanasana. For that, inhale, hands go up. As you exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, chest to thighs. Achieve that, chest to thighs. That itself is a great accomplishment. Forehead to knees if possible. And as the third option, if you've achieved both these things, start picking your hips up, extending your legs so that the knees are straightening up without letting go of chest to thighs and forehead to knees. Hold the pose, breathe in and out 3 times. And gently rise up. Again, come to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Knees can be bent. Bring your feet back. And we are in a plank position. And you're going to hold the plank for 5 breaths. Focus as you do your plank. Are your hands in Baddha Hastasana? Hold the plank. And now gently put your knees on the mat, chest on the mat. Keep your hands where they are, should be side of your rib cage. Feet are flat on the mat, knees are together, hands are near your rib cage. Elbows are tucked in. Hands in Hasta Bandha. Inhale, pick your torso up, Bhujangasana. Breathe here. Again, deep 3 to 5 breaths. Relax your shoulders, look forward. Chest is off the mat. Three to 5 breaths. Relax. Put your head down on the mat facing one direction. Hands go to the side of the body. Heels fall apart and relax. Complete relaxation. Just let your body go. Now flip over when you feel like you're ready. So simply flip over. We are going to do one quick inversion before we head into our meditation sequence. So for the inversion, this is the bridge pose. So hands, place them on just parallel to each other on the mat. Your feet are maybe hip distance apart. And from here, an option is to just simply pick up your hips as you inhale and hold the pose. For those who want to take that stretch a little deeper, interlock your fingers underneath your body. Fold your shoulder blades underneath your body for a deeper stretch. Pick up your hips and hold the pose steady, breathing in and out through your nose. Hold. When you feel you can hold no more, hold one more breath at that point. You're really squeezing your glutes here. Last breath in and out as you relax Bring your hips back down to the mat. Extend your legs out. Palms are facing upwards. And just take one deep breath here. Think back to the yogic breathing we did. See if you can feel your chest expanding sideways and tummy expanding outward and reverse as you exhale. Pick up your feet so that they are on the edges of the mat. So the outer edge of my left foot is on the left edge of the mat. Outer edge of my right foot is on the right edge of the mat. Here we're going to do windshield wipers, a quick twist. So when you feel you're ready, inhale. As you exhale, drop your legs on one side of the mat. Body is neutral, you're facing forward, upward. Feel free to take your hands to the side if that feels comfortable. And just deep breathe here. Another twist of our asana series today. So at this point in time, the outer edge of my left foot and inner edge of my right foot are on the mat. And as you exhale, bring your legs back to neutral and repeat on the other side. Inhale, exhale. Legs come back to neutral. Feel free to turn yourself on one side of the mat as you sit up for a metta meditation as we close out our class today. So the way this works is we are going to sit in cross-legged, any position that feels comfortable on the mat. You can even sit on a chair or wherever you feel comfortable. We're going to hold our hands in Chin Mudra. Place your palms gently on your knees. Close your eyes and let's set an intention for using the following statement. May I be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. So let's say this mentally in our minds. May I be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. Inhale and exhale. You're focused on yourself right now. Now bring a family member or a friend and imagine this person as you say the same words to this person. When we did this with ourselves, it was very easy. May I be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. So let's think about a friend or a family member. May he or she, whoever you have in your mind, be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. Send that positive intention out in the world. 3 more deep breaths in and out as you focus on this person and that intention. Now bring a neutral party, someone who you just met, an acquaintance, maybe someone who works in your company, whoever. Bring a neutral person in front of your eyes in your mental map. And let's set the same intention for this individual. See if it's easier or is it starting to get a little harder. And really mean it. May this person be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. 3 more deep breaths here. Now let's bring someone who has harmed you or done wrong recently in front of our mental map, in our mind's eye. And let's set the same intention for this individual. May this person be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. And 3 deep cleansing breaths here. Finally, bring your intention to the entire world. May we all be happy, healthy, well, and at peace. Gently open your eyes as we come out of this meditation session. Hope you found that helpful. I'm just going to read one quote on resilience to wrap up this session. Life does not get more easier or forgiving. You get stronger and more resilient. And this is a particular quote by Dr. Maraboli. And hopefully through this series of breathing practices and asanas, we have learned how we can make our bodies stronger and our minds calmer in order to be tough and in order to be elastic, in order to love others and forgive ourselves. Hope you enjoyed our session today on resilience. Namaste.